Hi guys, I'm Isabella with Punchy and I'm here today with...
I'm Helen.
And Helen is one of my good friends who is actually the cousin of my best friend from back home. And so today I'm just going to be talking with her a little bit about how growing up in the region we grew up in has affected her career as a designer and how it's kind of played into some of her designs and just what life has been like for her. How would you describe your relationship to style before you actually started designing and being a designer?
It's interesting. So I feel like because I got my sewing machine during quarantine and was always like sewing since then, but it was kind of just like upcycling what was around me. So I think my style was so heavily influenced by the people around me. Like in high school, it was very like hippy dippy, like just like what I thought artsy was and what I had to do to like stick out. But now that I'm exposed to so much more and like have found myself more, it's like, hey, so there's more ways to stand out than classic indie. Also, it's not about standing out, it's just about being yourself. Because also, like, if you try and do anything else, you're just going to be a Walmart version of it. Like, the best thing you can be, the best work you can produce, the most, like, raw, authentic material you can do is just being true to yourself. Because nobody else can do that as good as you can.
Is there anything you were wearing in that time period that you still actually wear or you don't hate?
Of course. Because they're just pieces. I wouldn't wear the outfits I did then. I wouldn't style it the way I did then.
Do you remember a moment when clothing first felt like a creative outlet for you or like felt expressive?
Yeah, so I went to high school for law. I went to a magnet law high school, was gonna be a lawyer, wanted to do like biology shit before that. You know, the pieces didn't really click. It was so anxious to such a fault where I hate to admit this, but like, whatever, like, cared so much what people thought about me, like, was so just like in my little, like, Viva leggings, like, it was disgusting. Put the headband away, drop the pony, it's ridiculous, get a grip, make friends with people who actually like you know what I mean? But, so 1000%, I was never myself until, like, in COVID when I was forced in a room. And I got that damn sewing machine. So yeah, and that's when I really feel like I blossomed. I think around freshman year too. Also my older sister, her and her friends were like the coolest people in the world to me, and still are, but at 15, oh my god. Like seeing them, I was like, this is it. Like their music taste, their fashion taste. And that's when like I feel like now I dress differently, because like cool to me was them, so I started off like copying my older sister's style, and now I found my own. But yeah, so I feel like earlier high school, when like I was forced to think and was around my cool sister and her cool friends.
Do you think there's anything from the Baltimore area that's impacted your style and like, did you realize it then or are you just realizing it now?
I'm definitely realizing it now. I was like, get me out of here, I hate high school, I hate Baltimore, I hate Charleston, I hate Girl, that's enough. Shut the fuck, like, sorry, it's for cuss.
You can cuss, it's fine.
Okay, I've been trying to be like PR trained this whole time, like biting my tongue, okay? But and then I moved and I really got to know Savannah. I'm like, wow, Baltimore is amazing. Baltimore is such a sleeper city. Abso-fucking-totally. Like I love that damn city. Talking to people here and what their high school is like, it's a lot harder to find yourself because I had artsy people to build off of and like inspiration and like different styles and different perspectives and like, you know, people like weren't like racist, like, or homophobic. Like it was very, like we had a whole Spirit Week for Pride Month. Like everything was so celebrated and it's so beautiful and there's so much culture in Baltimore. It's, like in the hand part we have Micah. So yes, I was exposed to a lot that I 1000% took for granted when I came here and realized that like, hey, so people like don't have that and they had to be cool on their own in the middle of nowhere. And also cool, such a loaded term, but circle back. Yeah, I'm definitely grateful. I'm so grateful to be exposed to what I was, and will always love Baltimore. And I took it for granted because I didn't know anything else.
Were there any like super trendy things that people were wearing around you, and did you engage in those trends, or were you more like no? And did the trends ever come back to you later?
Um, See, we live in a world where trends are moving so quickly, but I feel like the ones that are like coming back now that I like are like very like early 2000s, like not that quick. I mean, there's like the 2016 of it all, and that's like trendy in camp way, but I don't think any of that is me. But I love that people do. Um,
Did you ever engage in the anthropology initial necklace?
the sideways letter.
Yeah, because that was
Of course.
huge.
Of course. Of course. And one time I'm wearing it at the dinner table, and my grandma was like, "Is that an H? God, that's so unique. I love that." And my mom's like, "No, it's not. No, everybody's got that damn necklace. My sideways H." Now I'm like, if I saw that with that, I wouldn't even think it was an H. Like, I think it was just a cool design. Like, if I had no idea the letter necklace, yeah, I did have one of those. Not anthropology.
You weren't
hands-on.
anyone in the Baltimore area if you didn't have that necklace.
Fucking hell. Like,
No.
yeah. So I think it's too soon for those trends to come back that I did follow. I kind of avoid anything I did in the Baltimore area because other people did. But yeah, for sure.
When you look back, are there any parts about like your younger self and growing up that you still can recognize in your work that you're making now?
Yes, 100%. The change was, I feel like in high school, it was again just like, my niece favorite covering my face. Very like.
How would you define your style and your like design perspective right now if you had to put it into like 3 to 5 words?
Disaster. Western. Ooh. Chic. Fuck, I got 2 left. Okay. Feminine. Yes.
Yes. Is there anything that you've tried to convey through your work before that like wasn't really coming across, but now you've like figured it out and you're able to do that?
Yeah, I feel like because I was pulling works for this project, looking through old sketchbooks this morning, from like intro to fashion, and oh my god, the disaster it was. I was so like, yeah, it's like party girl, fun, whatever. That was it. It was just like a picture of Paris Hilton and some glitter, and there's nothing wrong with that, but I do think we can dig a little deeper here. You know, like Paris Hilton and glitter has been done before, and it was done beautifully. But like, let's move on. You know what I mean? Like, so I think adding in like every day I dress differently, and I like do a different style because like no one's gonna punish you for not being able to divide. Like, dress however you want. Every day is a new opportunity to play dress up. Look at this whole wardrobe. Who do I want to be today? What mood am I in? How can I accommodate to that? Like, how can I embrace how I'm feeling through what I'm wearing? So I think learning how to combine all these random ass vibes that like really don't make sense, and I don't know how to articulate them through words. I can through what I'm wearing, and I've gotten a lot better at that instead of just like picking a vibe of like psychotic party girl. It's like, no, but there's more. It's not just fun. There's more.
I love that.
Thank you.
Do you feel aligned with the version of yourself that you present through your work? Or do you ever feel like it's more of a part that you play?
Yeah, I do. I think my work is like heightened. Like, it's like the most interesting, fun, depressed, sad, whatever versions of myself. So it's like, let's put them together and exaggerate it and like make it art. But 1000%, again, like I was saying this earlier, like I think the best work you can do is yourself and how you're feeling. If you're trying to convey someone else's like emotions through art, like you're never gonna hit the nail on the head. You can try and try and try, but at the end of the day, the best work you can do is your own. And it's like, it's a losing battle trying to be something you're not. It's never gonna work. So if you want to be the best, be yourself.
What has been like the biggest influence to your work, or like what inspires you the most to start producing?
This is so random, but recently when I go and do my work, for concept, I've been putting on Jessie Murph's short film. A lot of artists, music video, she's got a short film for the album. And it is so interesting, visually, musically, artistically, like everything about this short film is so interesting. And it really gets you thinking of like how to convey a concept through every single creative outlet. So I've been putting on that, and I think music too. Like music influences me so much. Same with movies. Like I've done a few projects with like Sofia Coppola themes and like doing like different looks from different movies. I think just using other creative media is so inspiring to me. And just like what I have a book over there that's Almost Famous themed. Like my favorite like music and movies, I'm like, how can I make this on a person? Like what would this character wear? Like it's super interesting to me to take other creative mediums into fashion that I love.
How do you sort of navigate the pressure to adhere to one sort of niche and have a clear identity as a designer?
And I'm so glad you brought this up, because like I was talking to my professor, I'm like, this book is a mess, I'm a mess. He's like, yeah, it is. I'm like, okay. He's like, okay, like you don't. Like the end, no. Like nobody's gonna come and like actually fucking punish you for not knowing who you are, because how are we gonna know someone who's always changing? We are all ever changing. Like I hate words like, you need to know your niche if you're gonna get a job, say you work for this brand, and then they're gonna, girl, it's gonna fall into place. Like figure it out, do what you want, do what feels right. If you're feeling one way, dress this way. Like just follow your arrow. Thank you, Casey Musgraves. Like it's gonna be okay. Like I just don't. I used to get so stressed out of like, how do I describe my vibe? And now coming to senior, I'm gonna have to figure out how to. Yes, but like it's not that serious. Like why do you need to label it? It's art. It is so unserious. Do what you want, how you feel that way, dress that way, make your art that way. Just go with your gut and it's gonna be fine. Like that pressure of it, like it doesn't exist. It's so made up. Like it's ridiculous.
Do you feel like you can acknowledge anything in your identity or in your creative process with design currently shifting right now?
Yeah. I think similar to the last question, I used to put so much pressure on finding a vibe, and at the end of the day, it was just limiting. Mm-hmm. It was just so limiting, like finding a niche, because then you feel like you have to stay in that box. And now I'm like doing this one project, like I started with Marilyn Monroe, and now we're adding Western, and then making a little email. Like it's okay. Just do what comes intuitively, and that will be your best work. So absolutely, just letting myself like take a step back and do what I want, and not what I feel like I need to be, is super helpful. Like I feel like I'm getting so much further just taking the pressure off and like doing whatever.
With that sort of internal shift, do you feel like that's more you unlocking something brand new, like coming into more maturity, or do you think it's more so regressing to like the carefreeness of being a child?
Definitely regressing. I feel like I was such a diva and so myself as a kid, and then as I became like a teenager, like went to middle school, lost it all. And I feel like college is like learning to be 12 again, learning to get the awkward phase. It's been like, why you went to 4 out of 11, you know what I mean? Like you need that awkward phase, because now I'm 21 trying to get to where I was, like awkward phase, post awkward phase. Like it's okay. It's not all supposed to be drunk elephant. Like it go back to when you were 9. What did you want? And that is your most authentic self before you had influence. Maybe not. I know it's have phones. Like maybe it's
nowadays,
now.
yeah.
So maybe even before 9 if you're younger, like shit. But yeah, 1000%. I am truly just trying to find my younger self. And then yeah, middle school made me anxious. So
how do you balance holding on to those parts of your younger self while still giving yourself the room to grow and evolve?
See, I don't know if I do. Like, balance is one of the hardest things for me ever. I'm so all or nothing. So I think just clocking myself when I'm in the right headspace, like it's not about, like trying to find balance is like trying to find happiness. It's like you're not gonna be like, oh my god, wow, life is peaches and cream now and I work through it all. Like, no, but like seeing like, okay, like I'm in a good headspace for this few hours, like fuck, like I was gonna like work on this class, but no, I'm like feeling creative and like my own self or doing concept right now, if that's what's gonna go. And I'm just gonna put on the song I love right now and like vibe it out. So I think just like being very self-aware of your mood and your attitude and like where you're at the moment and like working with your brain and not against it and like producing what you can when you feel like that self.
If your past self at like 12 years old and yourself now could meet, what do you think they'd have to say to each other?
Oh my god, they would cream out. I would warn the fuck out of her and be like, girl, do not hang with the wrong crowd. Stay authentic to yourself. It's gonna be okay. You don't need to be popular. You don't need to be liked. If you try to be popular, you won't be liked. Like you're never gonna get that happy balance you want, and you're just gonna keep fighting and fighting, trying to be something you're not. Like, for the love of God, just exist. Just exist and calm the fuck down.
What do you hope never changes despite like this constant evolving? Like what do you want to remain consistent within your identity and like how you act, how you carry yourself?
My independence. I think my biggest fear in this world is like getting married and like settling down and like having some kiddos and then just like losing it to like motherhood. I think so that's kind of like all of it. Like I'm like, what, am I going to lose everything? But no, like I think my independence and my sparkle, and I never want to get into like a depressive state or like in a like bad relationship or anything where like I feel like I'm being drained for something or someone else. But I don't know if that's a specific thing, but
Well said. That's all I have.
Woo!
Thank you so much, Helen.
Thank you. That's like perfect timing because I'm like, fuck, I was yapping and now my throat is so dry. Can I have one of those waters?